When I wear the niqab, I feel always like it reminds me with like my who am I, like my identity as a Muslim.
Originally from Sudan, Duaa Saber was raised in Saudi Arabia. 2 years ago, she came to Canada to study. She doesn't agree with the ban and thinks people have misunderstood her religion.
I didn't feel like so much offended because like I knew that maybe some people don't understand that the reason why we wear the niqab, so that's why maybe we have to explain for them more, or like, and also they have to come and ask. So there's no any like bad thing in coming and asking us, so it's okay.
In fact, this isn't only a politicized issue. It affects the daily lives of Muslim women in Canada. Apprehensive looks and comments directed at Elif and Dua make their lives more difficult as newcomers in this country.
Most of the people perceive Canada as a really multicultural, really respectful country. Yeah, wow, we are going Canada. Oh, you will feel really freedom. You will free. But when I came here in the first week, I faced so much struggle with there that I didn't expect like that. When I sit in the Tim Horton, the man approached me. Yeah, I'm in the there's a man sitting my left, and it's older man, and there's a boy sitting my other side. And when I enrolled in my courses, the man said to me, "Be careful when contact with ISIS." In the Tim Horton, in the St. George,
How did you feel about that?
I feel like nothing. I just shocked there. I didn't say anything.
However, not all Muslims wear the hijab. A Muslim herself, author and Toronto Sun columnist Farzana Hassan, is for the ban. Her article in the Toronto Sun states the niqab is a symbol of misogyny. In fact, she calls wearing the garment a problematic concept, and many have made an uninformed decision.
This is basically a ban that we want to legislate in the public space because there is a certain decorum and a social contract. When we enter into the public spaces, we enter into a social contract with other people, and they have the right to know who they're talking to, the right to know who they're interacting with, the right not to be insulted by someone, who decides to just cover up and feel as if, their sort of face is not something that the public should see. So it's something that I find as an affront to society, so which is why I'm supporting a ban. I think that, this is restrictive. I think the women who choose or say they choose to do it, because I would even doubt that concept. But in many cases, it's the husbands who have imposed this on them, or it's family values or something that they've grown up with. So I think that, a lot of these things create problems for women in limiting their opportunities. A Muslim person is someone who, abides by the ethics of the Quran, and the ethics of the Quran is very much more than, a piece of cloth. The Quran says to do justice. The Quran says, be kind to your neighbor. It's not the ritual, it's not the symbol, it's not the garb, it's not the garment. I mean, a Muslim person is much more than that.
Despite her experience as a Muslim woman who chose to wear the veil, Saber identifies herself as a Sudanese Canadian. She embraces both her cultural background and the country she now calls home.